August 30th, 2022. Halfcast 342, episode 342. Let's go. Of course, I have a few things to share with you guys. An evening of reflection. Shall we? Florida man arrested after trying to buy child from mother for $100,000. To be so bold to make that request in complete confidence, you can't tell me that this man hasn't made that type of offer to parents in the past. The only question is whether any parents out there that actually said yes. An 85-year-old Florida man was arrested Thursday after he attempted to buy an 8-year-old girl for $100,000. Authorities said the incident occurred in a local Winn-Dixie store after Helmuth Kolb approached Lauren Benning and began asking about her young daughter, according to a report. "We don't get that many Helmuths around here anymore. What is that, Civil War era?" Benning initially believed that the Port Orange, Florida resident was lonely. She said, "No, every fiber of my being is saying that wasn't the case. He just came up and he started making comments about how pretty she was and how good her dancing was and how he was watching her dance, how he could never have children and how he wanted children." The mother said, "Well, you had the better part of 85 years to figure that out, didn't you?" Benning entertained the man for a short while and then made her way out of the store, according to the report. As she went out one exit with her daughter, Kolb, a registered sex offender, left through another. You ever take a bite of something and can't quite put your finger on what that extra ingredient is? That's what it was, sex offender. "He approached me in the parking lot weird, get your taser and or pistol ready, lady. Actually chased me down in the parking lot and said, 'Hey, I want to make a deal with you. I'd like to buy her for $100,000, she recalled. "I was in complete shock," the mother said. When Kolb approached Benning, he was already on probation for charges relating to his attempt to purchase a child for $200,000 in 2018. The report noted, "I knew it." Following the incident on Thursday, he was arrested after violating the terms of his probation and is being held without bond, court documents indicate. "We all like kids," Kolb said, according to authorities. "Creepy." I don't think there is a producer or director or anyone in show business that can actually depict how unsettling that scene must have been. He needs to be locked up and not allowed to be around our children. Next up, man killed in Walmart lot over driving and parking. People have beef in all shopping stores and parking lots, all shopping centers, but Walmart attracts an especially unique crowd where you mentally have to prepare yourself to do what you gotta do to make it home to your family. Like your whole shopping experience is just one big standoff. A 23-year-old man is accused of fatally shooting a father in a dispute over a space in a parking lot at Walmart, according to local police. Christopher David Hernandez got into an argument with a 32-year-old man, later identified as Joshua Lazard, outside of a Walmart in Houston on Saturday afternoon, and the dispute quickly grew violent. According to a press release from the city, the two men parked in the same row and walked toward the store, the press release said. That is when Lazard allegedly confronted Hernandez over his driving, telling him, "You don't know how to drive," a witness said, according to a report from local news station KTRK-TV. Hernandez, who has no criminal history, then allegedly pulled out a handgun and shot Lazard multiple times, according to the city's press release. I don't want to confuse anyone because that did not call for that man to get shot multiple times. Let's be honest, it didn't call for him to get shot at all. But given Walmart's track record, if a stranger approaches you in the parking lot, there's no way to see ahead of how things can possibly escalate. He then walked into the store where he was detained by local police officers. He has since been charged in the shooting Lazard was taken to a local hospital and later airlifted to Memorial Hermann Texas Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead, according to officials. On Sunday, a judge set Hernandez's bond to $300,000 and called him a danger to the community because there were several bystanders around him when he allegedly shot Lazard, according to KTRK. He was able to post bond on conditions of house arrest with an ankle monitor and not being allowed to drive or possess any weapons. Lazard's wife, Ataska Dixon, told the news station that she didn't think my best friend was going to be gone. If it's something stupid as a parking spot, come on, she said. I'm sure that man has a family, so why would you shoot somebody over something so small? Dixon also spoke about how Lazard's death will impact their 3 children. I can't make these children be men by myself. That wasn't my responsibility. That was his, she said. Next up, since we were already outside in the Walmart parking lot, why don't we just mosey on in and take a trip and see what's going on inside of the store? You can't just tell a customer to Google it. Walmart manager fires employee, sparking debate. It's no secret, customers are morons, and I'm the leader of the pack, but I can say that you can't. Viral TikTok footage shows a Walmart manager firing an employee after trying to explain how poorly he handled a customer interaction. The video was posted by user Beyond the Lens TV, a TikTok account with more than 90,000 followers that is known for posting reality entertainment. The alleged Walmart employee named Christian recorded the video, which garnered nearly 400,000 views as of Tuesday. In the video, the manager reminds Christian of a situation he recently had with the customer. It seems that the customer had asked Christian for help with their AT&T box or resetting their password. At the time, Christian had refused to help the customer and allegedly told them to Google the information they needed. The manager says, "Would you like a refund or exchange? No? Then you can get the hell out of my line. Respectfully." See, I can say that. You can't. I understand that in the moment you were busy with customers and you couldn't tend to it right away, but the way that you handled it was not the way that you should have handled it, the manager tells Christian calmly. Oh, leave it to management to always come through with that golden tidbit of sage wisdom. If you knew all that, why were you sitting back watching me struggle with all those damn customers in the first place? The manager adds that the customer said Christian was rude. Christian cut her off, asking if the manager took the customer's word over his. So we're doing a he said, she said now? He asked, sounding annoyed. Oh, I like this guy, Christian. Christian's body is physically at work, but in his head, he quit a long time ago. The manager explains that Christian also told her his side of the story after the incident, and he had acted rudely. I told the customer, I don't care if she says I'm rude because I did do my job. I did help her. Christian says that's exactly what I said, and he's standing on it too. I told you that, and I still don't care because she could tell you that I punched her, and I don't care because I didn't do anything to her. I helped her. Oh, it's apparent that our buddy Christian has found an especially unique way to handle the customers. In response, the manager reiterates that she understands how Christian was feeling in the moment, but that he didn't handle the situation well. Gee, you think? She tells him that in customer service, he doesn't get to not care. You can't just tell a customer, Google it. The manager says if they knew to just Google it and read themselves, then they wouldn't come to you for help. So in that situation, the better route would have been to ask the customer to wait until you're done with the other customers or to call somebody else for backup. You were sitting here watching the whole thing, Christian. You're my backup. Christian tells the manager he didn't expect to receive help, and he goes to work prepared to work on his own in the technology department. Oh, he was in the tech department. He says he doesn't look for backup and never expects other managers to come and help him when needed. He repeatedly claims he helped the customer and denies saying he couldn't help her. I was rocking with him until I found out he was in the tech department. New information. You in the tech department, there was no way that lady shouldn't have walked away with a definitive answer on how to get her AT&T box up and running. Christian snaps back that he has a job to do and he doesn't have time to extensively help each customer. He says he works for Walmart, not Best Buy. Damn it, where he would earn a commission for consulting with customers. At the end of the day, Christian, we work in retail. We are here to serve our customers. The manager says, comparing it to Best Buy, if that's how you feel, then that's how you feel. But at the end of the day, the situation that we're talking about right now, you did not handle it correctly. And not only did you not handle it correctly, but this is not the first time that this has been an issue. Again, Christian calls the manager out for believing the customer over him, which prompts her to roll her eyes in exasperation. The two continue to go back and forth on what happened until the manager says the conversation is over. Based on the situation and the outcome of it, and the fact that we've had numerous encounters like this before, I'm letting you go. She says the conversation and its outcome sparked mixed reactions among viewers. The majority seemed to side with the manager, and several called out the employee's entitled attitude. That's exactly what it comes across as. This manager is handling the situation correctly. This is another entitled employee. One viewer commented, as a manager, I agree with her, and based on the attitude of this employee, would have released them as well. A second viewer commented. A third said this kid has and will continue to have an attitude and issue with authority. Letting him go was the right thing to do. Fun show. Fun show. Fun show. That being said, I'm going to wrap this one up, but I'll be sure to talk to you guys very, very soon. Adios.